Alright, hello MUCT 112L class from La Sierra. This is your midweek lecture for week 6 of the winter quarter. I'm in my office at UCR now, so just a little bit of a different environment. But let's go ahead and get started with some of the materials that we should work on for this week. Alright, first thing let's do is warm up on the scales. Let's start on the major scale. 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Alright, let's go to the natural minor. Ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, le, te, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, harmonic minor. Ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, le, ti, do, ti, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So, yeah, I'm going a little bit off. My throat has been a little itchy and a little sore lately. But I'll try and keep on as much as possible. Let's go with melodic minor mode. 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, te, le, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And then let's go to chromatic scale. Okay, just for fun. Remember, E sound on the way up. Anytime you put a sharp or raise a note, raise it with the E sound of the syllable, and A on the way down, with the exception of re, which becomes ra. 2, 3, 4. Do, di, re, mi, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Alright, almost got down there. And let's move to the Berkowitz Book now. Make sure you get your Berkowitz Book. And let's go to page 29. We'll continue from where we ended last Friday, Friday of week 5. Page 29 in your Berkowitz Book, beginning with number 123. 123, the Allegro deciso. We're in 3/4 time, full phrase, double phrase length, 16 bars. We have an anacrusis, a beat 3 pickup coming in to the first complete measure, and notice in the very last measure only 2 beats. So they are conforming to the law of conservation of beats. Okay, that is the key of F major that we are singing in. We begin on sol, sol, do. Okay, we'll take a moderate tempo here because there are 16th notes. Okay, and as always, scan through. Look for patterns, look for sequences, look for repetitions. 1, 2 E and a 3, and 1 E and a 2. Sol, do, re, do, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, do, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, do, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol, sol, do, re, do, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do, sol, mi, do. Good, we've just got the outline of the short chord, the tonic triad, right there at the end. Alright, let's go to the next one, number 124, langsam. Langsam. It's German, but it means the same as lento, or long, or relatively slow. And if you analyze this melody, we will see that we are in the key of C sharp minor. Do, mi, sol, mi, 6/8 time, and let's do this in 6. In 6. So the main pulse is going to be the 8th note. Okay. Take a look here. Note that we are outlining the same chords we've been dealing with, the 1 chord as well as the 4 chord. Alright, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Do, mi, fa, sol, do, le, de, le, sol, do, fa, sol, fa, mi, do, re, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, fa, sol, le, sol, fa, mi, do, sol, do, le, fa, sol, mi, do, re, mi, re, do. Alright, very beautiful melody, very beautiful melody. Let's stay in the minor mode as we continue on to number 125, the Andante con moto, and we are in the key of G minor, and notice that we have the 7th scale degree in the first complete measure as well as the 5th complete measure is raised, and the 6th scale degree seen in the 2nd and 6th complete measures are lowered, so that gives us a fairly classic harmonic minor mode, okay, where we have the 7th scale degree raised and pushing upward, and the 6th scale degree lowered and pushing downward, or resolving downward to sol. Alright, and notice we have an anacrusis here as well as we did in number 123, and as in 123 it's a sol-do anacrusis. I think that's probably the most common kind of anacrusis that establishes the dominant tonic relationship immediately with sol-do. Alright. Sol, do, mi is outlining the 1 chord in inversion. Let's give it a try. 1 measure. And we will subdivide this measure at the double subdivision, at the level of the 16th note. Notice in measure 4 there is 16th note. So always subdivide at the smallest level of the division of the beat, regardless of how rare that particular division is. 1, 2, E, and 3. Sol, do, mi, re, do, ti, do, sol, le. Sol, do, mi, sol, fa, mi, re, fa, mi, re. Sol, do, mi, re, do, ti, do, sol, le. Sol, do, mi, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, do. Good, good, all right. And let's go back into major mode now with number 126, another Allegro deciso. Another Allegro deciso, this time in the key of A flat major. Okay, it's not an anacrusis, but it does begin sol do. Okay, make sure that because we don't have much of a diversity of dynamic markings, there's forte only, but we do have some articulations, so let's endeavor to do those properly. We won't go too fast. Okay, these are a lot of 16th notes. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and sol, do, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do, re, mi, re, do, mi, re, mi, sol, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, sol, mi, re, mi, do. All right, and we'll do one more out of the kazaz. We're doing quite a few, sorry, not the kazaz, the Berkowitz. We're doing several out of the Berkowitz because we're not going to do any out of the kazaz today. The next thing in the kazaz is a new concept that I want to introduce in Friday's class. All right, let's get to page 30. One more, page 30, number 127. This is the key of E minor, and if you take a quick scan, okay, remember the technique for determining which of the three minor modes it is. The first thing you should look for is any accidentals, and if there are none, you know you are dealing with the natural minor mode, and as we see here, there are no accidentals here. Okay, but we do not begin on do, we begin on sol. This is in cut time, so we'll do it in a very slow cut. 1 and 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 and sol, la, sol, fa, la, sol, do, me, sol, do, te, la, sol, fa, sol, sol, la, fa, fa, sol, la, sol, do, do, re, me, fa, sol, do, do, te, le, sol, fa, le, sol, do, re, re, sol, do. All right, actually I held that a little long, excuse me. But there we go. Okay, so put the Berkowitz book away, and we'll go on to, this is a concept that we introduced, sort of, we just expanded upon generally in last Friday's class. We've been doing the pre-harmonic dictation 1, identifying the strings of chord qualities, and then in Friday's class we dealt with pre-harmonic dictation 2, a pre-harmonic dictation 2, which dealt with the same concept but with a moving bass line. And we are going to do 5 of those examples right now. So get a piece of staff paper out. You'll need a piece of staff paper because you'll need the staff lines in order to dictate the bass. And get that out. And we will do 5. Now this will be your proof that you have been doing the midweek remote lectures. We will go over those in class. We'll go over this class on Friday briefly. But let's go ahead and do them now. Okay, and as always, so far I will always start with do in the bass, the C or the do in the bass, and a major chord as the first chord. Alright, so put down your bass clef and your 4 spaces beneath the staff. Put your do in the bass, your major chord in the space. Okay, and then the rest will be done. I will play each of these twice. You, of course, can pull the slider back on the video as many times as you like in order to hear it better. If you want to hear it a larger number of times, to double check your work, you are more than welcome to do so. Alright, here we go. Number 1. Again. All right, set yourself up with number 2. Number 2, bass clef, 4 spaces, do, and major. Okay, we're going to do another set here. Ready, and... time. Okay, so far we've had pretty smooth bass lines moving in one direction or the other, typically stepwise. Let's throw in a little bit more variety in the bass line. Okay, nothing that's not gestural, nothing that doesn't deal with the gestures that we identified last quarter. So you're still going to be moving either stepwise, and if leapwise, generally we'll be outlining chords or outlining some sort of a structure that we've already talked about in class. All right, number 3, get your bass clef, 4 spaces. Do in the bass, major, big M in space. Here we go. Ready, and. All right, again, and. All right, we'll go on to number 4, bass clef, 4 spaces, do in the bass, major in the space. All right. Okay, again, a little bit more motion in the bass line, like in number 3. Here we go. Ready, go. Excuse me, and. All right, let's hear it again, and. And number 5. Number 5. Same thing. Set yourself up with 4 spaces. Here we go. Ready? Go. One more time. Ready, and. Okay, and we will check those this Friday. Check the answers. As always, really listen for the qualities of those chords. That's the easiest way to find out what you're doing. You can make either method primary, either getting the bass line first or the qualities first, or both if you so desire, if that's the way that your mind works. But whatever you do, whatever is the strongest way for you to do that, cultivate that. Okay, get quicker at that, quickly identifying either the motion, the intervals, or the qualities of the chords themselves. Because as we expand upon this and move into pre-harmonic dictation, we're going to want to be as quick as possible at making those identifications. Okay, we'll see you guys on Friday.